Speaking of the fashion community, our next guest is on her way to changing the game in the fashion industry with her luxury, modest fashion line called Elle B Zhou. This woman is a powerhouse. Check out my chat with Elle B Mambetov. Elle, how are you doing?
I'm so good. How are you?
I'm great. I'm great. So let's talk about your women's wear line, Elle B Zhou. I'm excited to talk about it. What was your inspiration in starting?
I really wanted to move into modest fashion as a reflection of my own personal journey. I converted to Islam. So, what I really wanted to do was to find a way to kind of bridge this gap between how I currently dress and giving access to kind of fashion in general. I wasn't raised in Islam, so I'm not used to wearing like really big dresses and things like that. And I'm kind of creative in the way that I kind of even dress still being a Muslim woman. So I wanted to move into modest fashion and I wanted to find a way to kind of bridge that gap.
I love that. I think that there's so many brands that overlook that. I was actually raised a Muslim as well,
Oh,
so
right.
yeah, and so I know that it's hard to look cute while you have everything on, So
Yeah,
I love that you,
like yourself.
yeah, I love that you started this. So let's talk about the virtual presentation that you had. That was amazing.
Yeah.
What was the inspiration behind that? How were you able to put that together?
COVID-19 just is this thing that just struck the world, but in a way that, COVID-19 didn't discriminate. So, black, white, rich, poor, didn't matter. It affected everyone in the world. And we wanted to do something to raise money for COVID-19. So instead of doing a physical presentation, which we wouldn't be able to do due to COVID-19, we put together this digital presentation to raise money for Vogue, CFDA, A Common Thread, and Doctors Without Borders.
You have a Beverly Center pop-up in LA that's going to open on July 15th.
Yes.
I'm excited for that. How are you? Are you excited? I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm super excited. This is going to be my first store. So, yeah, I mean, I'm elated, to be honest.
What
And
was it like to prep for that?
I mean, we're still doing all the prep, which is really exciting. I mean, everything from merchandising to product placement to, displays, everything is so exciting when you're putting all of these different elements together. So I definitely use my design brain a lot to kind of visually design, the aesthetic of the store and everything like that. So I'm really excited for everyone to come see it. We're on the luxury level, so it's going to be great.
Yes, luxury. We love that. We love that. So how important do you feel that your line is to women? I know you touched on it a little bit earlier that, there's not much out there for women who are in the Islam faith who, wear hijabs and things of that nature and still be cute and attractive. I know there are a few. There's a couple of fashion lines that are, very small that cater to women of that religion. But how important is this to you, and what impact do you feel that you have made on the industry?
Well, it was really important to me because when I converted to Islam, I didn't start wearing hijab. I wasn't initially, fully covered. I kind of worked my way into it. So I found it difficult to find clothes for me as I was even going through this transition. And then maybe I would buy something at one point, but then that wasn't going to really work as I kind of continued along. So that was kind of my issue. So it was important for me to create something that I could wear myself, but that also would support someone like me even through that transition. And, I've been asked several times, is your brand Muslim? It's modest fashion, which means, everyone has also their different definition of modesty. So there are going to be people who aren't Muslim that can still enjoy my brand. However, there are going to be women who are Muslim, who are looking to be fashionable and feel like themselves. And they can also go through their own process and journey and transition in my brand.
I'm really excited to see, where this goes and the impact you'll make on the fashion industry overall. I think that a lot of newer fashion designers are coming up with different designs that speak to everybody and not just one particular demographic, one body type, there's so many different people. And I see that you're one of those people who, are trying to change the way we view fashion overall. And I commend you for that. I'm really excited to see where this goes. And I'm in awe. I'm in awe. I wish I had Elle B Zhou when I was younger and I was a little girl trying to figure out
Oh,
how to you know?
thank you so much. No, thank you so much. That really means a lot to me. It really does.
Thank you. Oh, yes.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Elle. I'm really excited to see where you go, honestly.
Thank
So
you.
again, thank you for joining us today on Bold.
Thank you so much for having me. It was lovely to speak to you this morning.